Howdy, this is Ronnie Roach, otherwise known as Ronnie Erroneous Roach. Okay, if you are listening to this, you know what's happening? You are listening to something unusual and rare. You you are not supposed to listen to this voice. I know you don't believe it, but it's true. I'm uh I'm what you call your neighborhood friendly anarchist. And I'm a candidate of the First Amendment, primary candidate. What you are listening to is propaganda of the anti authoritarian left. The views you will never hear. All you're going to hear is conservative versus liberal rhetoric. You probably are sick of this rhetoric. So you get turned off. You hear anything political and you say, yeah, screw this shit. But you haven't given the whole political spectrum a chance. They tell you, don't listen to this, don't listen to that, they're liars. How do you know they're not liars? Hmm? But that's part of the struggle. That's part of the struggle of liberation. The fake rivalry of the two party system, the Republicans and the Democrats, is predictable, and we all know, those who are experienced knows that this rivalry is so fake. It's like good cop versus bad cop. Both are cops. It's just the methodology of to get your support. Most of the political propaganda in America is run by advertisement agencies. So you will buy their product. What's the product here? Oligarchy. That corporations want to control all you see, know, and hear. It has nothing to do with free enterprise or capitalism. It has to do with everything of power. Power. The two party system is the same. Their goals are the same. They make white billionaires happy. And that's all it is. The oil barons. Now, this year is almost over, and the next year, the new year is upon us. What you have here, if you could get past the name calling and the phony free speech, because why should only people with money be allowed to have access to free speech? Why? So they can maintain power. People like me, they do not want to hear. So we are kept from any type of media. We're kept away. That's why you don't have third parties, because the two party system makes sure that no other political party has political access or ballot access to the ballots. The only two parties that are allowed to be on the ballot is the Democrats and the Republicans. So, this is what's going to happen to you next year. Trump is mentally ill. He is not a fascist because he doesn't have the intellect to be one. In order to have a fascist country, you got to have strategic skills. He does not have that. Somebody is helping him, or he's just a puppet. Who's the puppeteer? Could be Putin. It could be because he loves authoritarianism. What is authoritarianism? Somebody believes that strength is the only way to have power. Violence is considered strength. Now, they talk about the Second Amendment. They never tell you they don't want Second Amendment rights for the left, do they? Guns for communists, guns for the queers, guns for the Negroes, guns. No, you're not going to hear that. You're only going to hear Americans, which means white. Only white people are allowed to have guns. That's right. So what's going to happen is your only hope to get rid of the Trump administration if subjective reality takes a hand. If he gets a heart attack or a stroke or maybe a traffic accident, who knows? Who knows? So 4 more years and we get a Democrat, nothing changes. We wasted 4 years on Biden. Turns out he wasn't very healthy. That's why they want old people to rule, because they die of natural causes and you can replace them easy. In order to have people do your bidding, they have to be hypnotized or elderly, because elderly people are easy to control. What's going to happen is Trump is he's going to get senile. He's the oldest president we ever had. And same thing. And people are going to say, hey, this guy, get him out. And we can't do that. Fair and square. He won the election. He has to do the full term. Now, you don't believe in conspiracies. It doesn't matter. Because conspiracies do happen. Why do you think the CIA has all these classified files? If there was no conspiracy, then you could read these files, the CIA files. There is conspiracy. The Central Intelligence Agency is this fanatical anti-communist organization being funded by corporations. It's privatized. We already have a privatized police force. It's called the CIA. But you don't want to believe it, so have a good cry. He's gonna, I watch my cat catch a mouse, and what they do, they like to play with the prey, the about to pass away, about to die. They play with it, they torture it. That's what Trump is going to do to you. Every day he's going to have a phony conspiracy. He's going to say, Iran wants to assassinate him and blah, blah, blah. Who do you think is telling him that shit? Netanyahu. Maybe some other dictator. Maybe the Russian mob. We don't know and we'll never know. So 2025, same as 2024. Have a good cry, my comrades.